Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to the Mike Wagner Show at gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the Donate Listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We've got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. And take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with a wonderful woman based in New York City. She's a Russian soul pop singer. She was grew up in Russia, and she was grew up in the Crimea area. Later went to St. Petersburg and went to school in Moscow, and has a very unique background, which is quite diverse and a very unique blend. She's going to tell us about that. She's also got some works as well too, and she'll debut a single as well too that is very hot on the charts. And live with Russia from Love, ladies and gentlemen, from New York City, Tamara Usatova. Tamara, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, you're quite welcome. So you've been in the business for quite some time, Russian soul pop singer, and you're based in New York City, and you're originally from Russia, you grew up in Crimea, and you moved to St. Petersburg at the age of 17, and you also went to Moscow, and later came over to the United States to, since you won a scholarship to Berkeley College. And first off, before we get into all that, tell us how you got started in music.
How I started?
Correct, yes.
I started a long time ago when I was 5, as many singers did, I guess. I went to music school and started singing and playing piano there. And then my voice teacher introduced me to this jazz band that consisted of music teachers of the school. And since then, I sang jazz for a long time, for many years. Basically all the way till I got to Moscow, where I joined another jazz band, and that was a lot of fun. But I was always inspired by Whitney Houston and all the great American pop singers, and always wanted to do that music, which I got a chance when I came to America.
Wow, that is amazing. And who are some of your favorite jazz artists and singers growing up in Russia?
All the old ones, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald. I was very inspired by Sarah Vaughan. Later on, I found out about Jane Monheit. Actually, she's from New York. And also, who else did I love? Nora Jones was a huge inspiration for me. So those are my main jazz artists that I'm inspired by.
Sounds like you have a huge jazz background, a little bit of soul. And who are some of your favorite artists and singers that you grew up listening to and inspired by?
It's definitely Whitney Houston. She was my first spark for singing when I heard her for the first time in, what's that movie? Oh my goodness. The Bodyguard, of course.
Bodyguard with Kevin Costner.
Yes.
I remember that. Great movie.
Yes, it's amazing. I got super inspired by her, and I started singing pop music since then. Then I got introduced to Celine Dion and Queen, and those were my huge idols for a long, long time. So.
Wow, that is amazing. And what was that?
Oh, and then Aretha Franklin and Beyonce. I can not mention those because they're amazing.
That is amazing. Wonder, after all, she does get the RESPECT she's been getting for a long time, if you think about it. So
yeah.
And also, what was that one moment that influenced you into getting into music and singing? The one precise moment.
The one precise moment was when I watched The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
That was that moment when I decided that I need to be a singer.
Wow, that is something, too. And, of course, you also worked with Stevie Wonder, Kelly Clarkson, Ricky Martin, and also Nick Jonas and more as well, too, Justin Bieber. And what was it like working with those guys?
I didn't work with them directly. I performed on the same stage with them. And I worked with a musical director of Mariah Carey when I was part of the band of this famous Russian singer, Alsu. You probably don't know her, but she's really big in Russia. I did background vocals for her big concert. And she had all these Stevie Wonder musicians invited to perform with her, and I was among those musicians, so that was a big honor for me.
Wow, that is amazing too. And of course, growing up in Crimea, what was it like back then before what was happening today as well too?
What was happening when?
When you grew up in Crimea before all the events that took place with the takeover and everything else, and growing up in Crimea, what was life like over there?
It was great. I didn't know any other way of living, so I really enjoyed my time in Crimea. It's my favorite place, I think, on earth. I love to travel around Crimea. I go back every year, or at least I try, even though it's really far and difficult to get there. But I try to go every year and travel around because it's an amazing place with beautiful nature and great weather. It's actually, even though it's in Russia, it's Italian climate, so it gets really warm there, and it's on two seas, and it's really a great vacation destination. So I loved growing up there because I was always spending time by the sea and in great nature around, and yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. I'll have to book my travel plans and head over there the way you described it. That's great. and of course, we'll talk about your works as well, too, including your one of your singles we're going to feature as well, too. You're listening to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. You can also catch The Mike Wagner Show on Deezer, Stitcher, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Russian soul pop singer Tamara Usatova, based in New York City, and we talked about her growing up in Russia, moving to St. Petersburg, and also coming over to Berklee College of Music, which led her to Boston as well, too, and living in New York as well, too. And you also released some albums as well, too. No Need to Explain, Answer Me, and you also have Stay With Me, featuring Believer, and also Composers Ventures. And let's talk about the first one. How you came up with that album, and also just describe your first as well.
Yeah, so this was really product of love and a product of Berkeley, mostly Berkeley College of Music, I mean, because I took this jazz arrangement class and we composed all these different jazz tunes there. And I was so pleased with the result of that I decided to record it professionally, and that's how it came about. You know, I just recorded whatever I composed during Berkeley classes, and I'm pretty happy with the result.
Wow, that's something too. And what did you get to play in there besides sing?
You mean in Berkeley? On
the album, Composer's Ventures.
So, yeah, I basically composed everything, arranged most of the things, or co-arranged, produced the album, sang 2 songs off of it, and that's it. The rest musicians did for me.
Wow, okay.
My friends, yeah.
Sounds like you got a pretty good career being a producer and engineer as well, too. Is that something you want to do on Next Level, or do you prefer to sing? What's your preference?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I produce all of my songs. I co-produce and co-arrange most of my songs. So,
wow,
yeah, I definitely want to do that.
That is something.
I want to continue to it.
Well, I have to get your name out there. I know some people who love to record with you, too, so I'll keep that in mind. And you also have another one, too, called Believer on feature Stay With Me, Like the Thunder, Despair, and Morgan. Just tell us about your album after that.
Yeah, that was based on my inspirations from childhood. It's a more pop soul album, kind of inspired by Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Stevie Wonder, all of those that I mentioned earlier. And those are my first songs ever written. It's very fresh, let's say, album, because it's my first try basically in composing, but I'm still really happy with it. Mm-hmm. And I performed a lot with this album, so.
Wow, that is amazing, too. And you also have Answer Me as well, too. Your next one, you can tell us about that, including the title track.
Yeah, so that song is really special for me because I had a writer's block for a while after I graduated Berkeley and had to settle in New York. And I was trying to write and compose and record, but nothing would inspire me enough to actually go into the studio and produce it and release it. But this song just came out of nowhere, and I composed it literally in maybe 5 minutes. And I was so inspired by it that I actually went to the studio and recorded it. So it kind of got me out of my writer's block. So, yeah.
And how often do you get writer's block the way you describe it?
Sorry, what?
How often do you get those writer's blocks? Is it very common, or it's just like one of those once a while things for you?
You know, it's pretty common for me. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty critical about my writing. So, yeah, it happens pretty often.
Uh-huh. And also, too, we'll talk about your title track as well, too, No Need to Explain. And
right.
let's go ahead and play that. Here's No Need to Explain from Tamara Usatova right here on The Mike Wagner Show.
Mm-hmm.
Untrue, but I'm the one to blame. I stayed here anyway. Now one more time, I ask you why do you test my pride? No need to explain, I know that you're right. I can tell by the tears you hide. You know I remain, but nothing will make this hurt go away. No need to explain, I know that you lie. I can tell by the tears you hide. You know I'll remain, but nothing will make this hurt go away. You try to act like nothing's changed. Everything seems the same, but you're guilty. I still we won't forget. Now it's set in stone. Of our jaded minds. No need to explain. can tell by the tears you hide. You know I'll remain, but nothing remains. This hurt go away. No need to explain. I know that you lie. I can tell by the tears you hide. You know I'll remain, but nothing remains. This hurt go
That is amazing. Tamara Usatova with No Need to Explain here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we get more into your, what's coming up as well, too, tell us about the song No Need to Explain. That is so powerful.
So this song, No Need to Explain. There's another artist that I'm also inspired by, is Nina Simone. I hope you know it. I mean, you can't not know it. And she has a song called Don't Explain.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my main inspiration for my songs. I've loved her song for a long time, and I decided to kind of rewrite her song and see how that song would sound now, and that's what came out.
So you modified the song, basically. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I wrote my own lyrics, my own melody, of course, but kind of took it from the inspiration of her song.
Wow, that is something, too.
Yeah.
We'll talk about your future plans in just a minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, as well as Apple as well, too. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here, a Russian singer and soul pop artist, Tamara Usatova, based out of New York City. She grew up in Crimea, moved to St. Petersburg, and went to school in Moscow. Later went to Berklee College of Music in Boston as well, too. And let's talk about your plans for 2020 as well, too. And what do you have planned as well, too, in terms of an album and also a tour?
Yes, so my main news is that I just released a new Christmas album, which was my long-time dream, and you can find it on all platforms. It's called Christmas with Tamara Usatova. I'm very proud of this album. We recorded everything on tape, mixed and mastered on tape as well, with no editing after the recording.
Wow.
Except for mastering, obviously, yes. And I'm very, very excited to share this album with people. And I even have a release show coming soon.
Wow,
well, where we play.
That is amazing as well, too. Mm-hmm. And of course, you also will be going on tour very soon, too, and also in 2020?
No tour, but actually I'm moving to Italy at the end of December. So I'm gonna play more in Europe, even though I am planning to come back to America with concerts and festivals, etc. So yeah, that's the big news.
Oh, nice. Okay, and of course, if you've been touring the U.S. as well too, what are some of your favorite cities you've been to in the U.S. and where would you like to play?
I've been to Savannah once, and I absolutely loved the city. So I definitely would love to go back there.
Okay.
I've never played in Los Angeles, even though I traveled there as a tourist. So that's another dream destination for me to play.
That is amazing, too. We're looking forward to having you out here in 2020. And there's a song called This Christmas is on here on the Mike Wagner Show. Do we have a few minutes to play your Christmas song?
Oh, yeah.
Great. Okay. Absolutely. All right. Here we go. Here's This Christmas on the Mike Wagner Show. And, of course, we're going to, I guess we don't need that here. So, Christmas with Tamara Usatova here on the Mike Wagner Show.
Mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas. Fireside is blazing bright, and we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas this Christmas. And as I look around, your eyes are Chinatown, they do. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright, and we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me. Fireside is blazing bright, and we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me. And this Christmas will be very special Christmas for me.
Very good song. This Christmas, Tamara Usatova here on the Mike Wagner Show. And what are some of your favorite memories of Christmas, come to think of it?
I just love Christmas time, even though in Russia we celebrate New Year mostly and not Christmas. But I just love the anticipation of it, you know, when you can sit by the Christmas tree and listen to the lights and, you know, those lights with music. That's what I would do as a child, and I absolutely love that.
That is amazing, too. And we're looking forward to having you on as well, too. And, of course, where can they purchase your music at?
Oh, everywhere. Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, you know, all the regular places.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great, too. And also, what's
my website, of course.
Okay, and what's your website?
Yes, it's tamarausatova.com. Very easy.
tamarausatova.com. We're going to remember that. Yes. And of course, besides being our biggest influence in career, Whitney Houston and everything else, what do you consider most defining moment in your career so far?
In my what?
Your most defining moment in your career?
Definitely getting scholarship to Berkeley. That completely changed my life.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
To singers, you mean? The artists?
Just in overall. It can be like singing, music, or just in life in general.
Oh, yes. I think the main advice I can give is to stay positive no matter what. Mm-hmm. I think that's the main thing in life.
That is very good, too. And what are some final thoughts you have?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
No, what are some final thoughts you have?
This is my final thought. Just stay positive and happy as much as you can.
All right, that's great. And once again, Tamara, thank you very much for your time. We're here with Tamara Usatova, the Russian soul pop singer based in New York City. You can find her works and tell everybody once again, what are your upcoming projects, your website, how do people contact you, where can they purchase your music?
Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, my website, www.tamarausatova.com, all those places.
That is great, too. And Tamara, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And do us a favor, keep us up to date in 2020.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. Also, become a sponsor of the program or donate today at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Mike Wagner Show.